This also has to be. So these three will always exist.
The other solution will be that the camera and all that should be here.
Okay.
You know that trunk that is in there?
Yeah. Yes.
That trunk we could put here. Actually, Tulasi, she can be, when it's the altar time, she can go inside the altar.
Okay.
Because when you're offering, it's nice to do after the and that trunk we could have here, and we can put all these cables and all these things.
That sounds good.
You know what I mean? And then when it's recording time, you take out whatever you need, the cables, and then the speaker is right there. Then this space here can be the space to keep that, because that is awkward.
So do I stay here for now?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it recording now? Oh. Just need some water.
Should I get it?
I have here. Well, we're playing musical chairs this morning. Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Jai Saraswati ji ki Jai. Dasa Vrindavanam Vande Krishna Dasa Prabhum Tata Chanavatar Chaitanya-lila Vistar Karino Dro Nityananda Prabja Karunarena Bhushito Vyakta Chano Burachincho Vavande Vyasadupino Shri Guru Gaur Gandharva Govindas Chaganai Saha Jayanti Patakaschacha Sarvesham Gurunartina Shri Guru Gaur Gandharva Govindas Chaganai Saha Jayanti Patakaschacha Sarvesham Gurunartina. Okay, so we are continuing with Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta. We are in the very last chapter. And Srila Kaviraj Goswami is giving a summary of the whole of the Antya-lila. So let's see. Here we are. Okay, just pick up from where we were. Jai Shri Gurudev. Ekadashe Haridas Thakure Nirjan Bhaktavatsalya Jaha Dekaila Gaur Bhagavan. The 11th chapter describes the disappearance of Haridas Thakur and how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, showed his affection for his devotees. And we see there in the pastime of Haridas Thakur how Mahaprabhu, personally arranges everything after he departs from this world. He leads the devotees in Sankirtan. He carries his form to the ocean, bathes his body in the ocean. Then he personally places him in samadhi, is digging and placing the sand. And then afterwards, Mahaprabhu is personally arranging for his festival, collecting prasadam from all the shopkeepers. And so this is, of course, giving some position to Haridas Thakur, some very great importance is given to Haridas Thakur. I mean, like, who is more fortunate than Haridas Thakur? He leaves before Mahaprabhu. As he says, I've seen so many of your pastimes, but I don't want to see the last pastime. When you leave this world, I cannot tolerate that. Don't let me see that final pastime. Let me leave before you. So how fortunate, what type of grace is bestowed upon Haridas Thakur, that he leaves before Mahaprabhu. He arrives before Mahaprabhu, he comes to this world before Mahaprabhu, begins Mahaprabhu's work of spreading the holy name first, and then he leaves before the end of the close of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So what type of fortune does he have? What type of position does he have? So there is some special importance given to Haridas Thakur. At the same time, we can think this, as it is expressed here, this is also showing in a in a general way, or don't want to say general, but in a, how much affection does he have for his devotees in general? For all of his devotees, what type of love, what type of affection? Bhakta Vatsal, who is affectionate to his devotees. He is known like that. Such personal care and personal attention he shows for his beloved devotees. Dwadashe Jagadananda Toilo Banjan Nityananda Koila Shivanandare Tadan. In the 12th chapter are descriptions of how Jagadananda Pandit broke a pot of oil, and how Lord Nityananda chastised Shivananda Sain. Trayodashe Jagadananda Mathura Jai Haila Mahaprabhu Devadasya Gita Shunila. The 13th chapter tells how Jagadananda Pandit went to Mathura and returned, and how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by chance heard a song sung by a Deva Dasi dancing girl. Raghunath Bhattacharya Tahai Milan Prabhu Tade Kripa Kori Pataila Vrindavan. Also in the 13th chapter is an account of how Raghunath Bhatt met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who by his causeless mercy sent him to Vrindavan. Chaturdashe Divyonmad Adamba Varnan Shureta Prabhuman Gela Vrindavam. The 14th chapter describes the beginning of the Lord's spiritual trance, in which his body was at Jagannath Puri, but his mind was in Vrindavan. Mangela Vrindavan. Literally, his mind went to Vrindavan. His body remained, and Chaturdasha in the 14th chapter, Divyan Mad Adamba Varnan, the description of the divine madness of Mahaprabhu began. And from that point, his body remained, but his mind went to Vrindavan. Dharmadya Prabhu Simha Dwade Patan Ashti Sandhitya Gano Bhaver Udgam. Also in that chapter is a description of how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell down in front of the Simhadwara gate of the Jagannath temple. His bones separated at the joints, and how various transcendental symptoms awakened in him. Chatak Parvadiki Prabhur Davan Tarmaje Prabhur Kichu Palab Varnan. Also in that chapter is a description of how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ran toward Chatak Parvat and spoke like a madman. Panchadash Parichede Udyan Vilase Vrindavan Brahmejaha Korila Praveshe. In the 15th chapter is a description of how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered a garden on the seashore and mistook it for Vrindavan. When Mahaprabhu sees a garden, he sees Vrindavan. When he sees the ocean or river, he sees Jamuna. When he sees a mountain, he sees Govardhan. This is always his tendency. Dharmaje Prabhur Panchendriya Karshan Dharmaje Kodila Rase Krishna Anveshan. Also in that chapter is a description of the attraction of Lord Chaitanya's 5 senses to Krishna, and how he searched for Krishna in the rasa dance. Shodashe Kalidase Prabhu Kripa Korila Vaishnava Chishta Kaibar Fol Dekaila. The 16th chapter tells how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his mercy to Kalidas, and thus demonstrated the result of eating the remnants of the food of Vaishnavas. And that is a very nice passage, and mentions there that Mahaprabhu showed his mercy to Kalidas because Kalidas had appreciation for Vaishnavas. So because he loved the devotees, he didn't just love Mahaprabhu, he loved the devotees of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu bestowed his special mercy upon him. Shivanande balake shlok koraila, Simhadware dwari prabode Krishna dekaila. It also describes how Shivananda's son composed a verse, and how the doorkeeper of the Simhadwara showed Krishna to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprashader taha mahima varnila, Krishna daramriter fo shloka shradila. Also in that chapter, the glories of Mahaprasad are explained, and a verse is tasted describing the effect of nectar from the lips of Krishna. Shaptadashe gavi madhye prabhur patan, kormakar anubhaver tahai udgam. The 17th chapter recounts how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell among the cows and assumed the form of a tortoise as his ecstatic emotions awakened. Krishna Shabda Gune Prabhur Manakarshila, Kashchangate Shloka Artaveshe Korila. That chapter also tells how the attributes of Krishna's sound attracted the mind of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who then described in ecstasy the meaning of the Kashtriyangate verse. Bhava Shabalya Puna Koila Pralapan Karnamrita Shlokarta Koila Vivaran. The 17th chapter also tells how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, due to the conjunction of various ecstatic emotions, again began speaking like a madman and described in detail the meaning of a verse from Krishna Karnamrita. Ashtadash parichede samudre patan, Krishna gopi jol keli taha dadashan. In the 18th chapter is an account of how the Lord fell into the ocean, and in ecstasy saw in a dream the pastimes of a water fight between Krishna and the gopis. Tahide kila Krishna vanya bojan, jaliya utailo prabhu aila swabhavan. In that dream, Mahaprabhu saw Krishna's picnic in the forest. As Lord Chaitanya floated in the sea, a fisherman caught him, and then the Lord returned to his own residence. All this is recounted in the 18th chapter. Unavimshe bitye prabhur mukha sangarshan, Krishna virahaspurti pralaparnan. In the 19th chapter is a description of how Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rubbed his face against the walls and spoke like a madman because of separation from Krishna. Vasanta rajanite pushpo jane viharan, Krishna sadabhya shloke arta vivadam. That chapter also describes Krishna's wandering in a garden on a spring night, and it fully describes the meaning of a verse about the scent of Krishna's body. Vimsha parichede nija shikshashtak podiya, tarta aswadila prema vishta hoya. The 20th chapter, which is where we are now, tells how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited his own 8 stanzas of instruction, the Shikshashtak, and tasted their meaning in ecstatic love. Bhakti shikaite je Shikshashtak kohila, se shloka ashtaker arta puna swadila. Mahaprabhu composed those 8 stanzas to instruct the devotees, but he also personally tasted their meaning. Mukhya lilarta korilu katan, anuvad hoite smade granta vivaran. I have thus repeated the principal pastimes and their meaning, for by such repetition one can remember the descriptions in the book. Ek ek paricheder kata anek prakar, mukhya kohilo kata najai vishtar. In every chapter there are various topics, but I have repeated only those that are principal, for not all of them could be described again. Shri Radha Saha Shri Madan Mohan, Shri Radha Saha Shri Govinda Charan, Shri Radha Saha Shila Shri Gopinath, 18 Thakar Hoy Gaudiya Nath. The Vrindavan deities of Madan Mohan with Srimati Radharani, Govinda with Srimati Radharani, Gopinath with Srimati Radharani are the life and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And these, of course, are the deities of Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Madan Mohan, Sanatana Goswami's deity. Govinda, Srila Rupa Goswami's deity. And Gopinath, Raghunath Das Goswami's deities. This is really... these deities, they are known, these Vrindavan deities, they are known because of their connection with these Vaishnavas. The Lord is revealing Himself in the proximity of His devotee, in the heart of His devotee. That is how these deities have become famous. And the Lord, He likes it that way. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Jutta Nityananda, Shri Advaita Charya, Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Sarup, Shri Rup, Shri Sanatan, Shri Guru, Shri Raghunath, Shri Jiva Charan, Nija Shire Doriye Sabar Charan, Jaha Hoite Hoisa Banchito Param. So that my desires may be fulfilled, I place the lotus feet of these personalities on my head. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya and their devotees, as well as Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatana Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, who is my spiritual master, and Srila Jiva Goswami. Sabar Charan Kripa Guru Padyayi, Morvani Shishyatade Bahud Nachai. The mercy of their lotus feet is my spiritual master. And my words are my disciples, whom I have made to dance in various ways. The mercy of their lotus feet is my guru. And my words are my disciples, whom I have made to dance in various ways. Shishar Shramdeki Guru Nachan Rakila Kripanana Chaivani Vosya Rohila. Seeing the fatigue of the disciples, the spiritual master has stopped making them dance. And because that mercy no longer makes them dance, my words now sit silently. So whatever I've done, it is because of this divine flow coming from my gurus. But now they stopped the flow. Now they turned off the tap. So it stopped. Now it's not coming. I'm just in the middle. It's nothing to do with me. According to their desire, something's coming. But now they stopped that. Now we've come to a standstill. And so the disciples of my words, they have stopped dancing now. Anipunavani apane nachite na jane, jata na chaila nachi korila vishrame. My inexperienced words do not know how to dance by themselves. The mercy of the Guru made them dance as much as possible. And now, after dancing, they have taken rest. Srila Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, he made that expression when he was going to America, right? That, oh, Krishna, I'm just your puppet. I'm like a wooden doll. If you want, you can make me dance. It is your prerogative. It is your decision. I'm here at your disposal. You can use me if you like. If you don't like, then no problem. If you like, then okay. It is for me. It is all the same. I am just your servant. I am just your instrument. I am your puppet. You can pull the strings and make me dance or not. It is your decision. I am here. I am here. As Srila Gurudev expressed, I am just like mud. I am like a ball of clay, like a lump of mud. And my Guru, he can make a deity or he can make a dog. It is his decision. He can. But I'm here and I'm his. I'm his property. He can do as he likes with me. It is up to him what comes out. And we pray that we can live with that type of selfless and self-sacrificing spirit, self-giving spirit, free from self-interest, and offer ourselves to be used at the disposal of the higher, of Guru Gauranga, Shri Radha Govinda. Srila Gurudev, we heard he commented once about one disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He had some very simple service, like as a typesetter, and just some simple service. And Gurudev commented that he saw the will of Srila Saraswati Thakur was playing very nicely in him. The will of his Guru was playing in him very nicely, like doing the simple service, But that was the will of his Guru, and it was, being expressed through him. I always think of Saraswati Didi like that. Like this building, it was acquired, but then it was just sitting here, right? And nobody directly asked Saraswati Didi, can you do this? But she felt that inspiration. The building sitting here, we know this was Gurudev's desire, then somebody has to take care of this, So she came alone to do that. No doubt, with that inspiration from Gurudev in her heart. And then now so many are coming to assist in that. And so we see that playing in her heart, that strong and fixed desire to fulfill the desire of our Gurudev and to manifest something beautiful and glorious and pleasing to our Gurudev and our Guru Varga. And we all want to live like that. Let that will be expressed through us as it so desires. Sabshota ganer kori charana vandan jasabar charan kripa shuber kadam. I now worship the lotus feet of all my readers, for by the mercy of their lotus feet there is all good fortune. Chaitanya-charitamrita jai jana shune tar charan doya karo mui pane. If one hears the pastimes of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as described in Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta, I wash his lotus feet and drink the water. This book that I've written is so great, that if anybody hears it and drinks from this, pool of nectar, I wash their lotus feet, I worship them. Because he's feeling this is not my book, it has come through me. Otherwise he will sound very arrogant if we do not understand that point. But this is not my book, this has come through me, I'm just the instrument, and it is so valuable that anyone who can appreciate it, I worship them. I'm ready to drink their foot water. Shotar padadenu karam ashtag bhushan tomadaye amrita pile safa hoy losham. I decorate my head with the dust of the lotus feet of my audience. Now you have all drunk this nectar, and therefore my labor is successful. Actually, you are superior to me. I am just serving you in presenting this divine substance. I'm doing this in service to you, to satisfy you. You are all higher than me. Shri Rupa Raghunath Pade Jarhash Chaitanya-charitamrta Kohe Krishna Das Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rup and Sri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta, following in their footsteps. Charitam amritam etat Srila Chaitanya Vishnu Shubhadam Ashubhanashi Shadha Yasvadayadya Tadamala Padapadme Bringatam Etyasoyam Rasayati Rasam Uchai Prema Madhvika Puram. Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta is filled with the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. It invokes all good fortune and destroys everything inauspicious. If one tastes the nectar of Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta with faith and love, I become like a bumblebee tasting the honey of transcendental love from their lotus feet. Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta is filled with the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. It invokes all good fortune and destroys everything inauspicious. If one tastes the nectar of Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta with faith and love, I become like a bumblebee tasting the honey of transcendental love from their lotus feet. Shriman Madan Gopal Govinda Dev Tushtaye Chaitanarpitamash Chaitanya-charitamritam. Since this book, Chaitanya-Charitamrta, is now complete, having been written for the satisfaction of the most opulent deities, Madan Mohanji and Govindaji, let it be offered at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Dev. Parimal Vasita Bhuvanam Sva Rasanmadita Rasagya Volambam Giridar Charanambojam Ka Kaludasika Samihate Hatam. Realized devotees are like bumblebees and maddened by their own mellows at Krishna's lotus feet. The scent of those lotus feet perfumes the entire world. Who is the realized soul that could give them up? And this, of course, reminds us of Param Guru Maharaj's verse in the end of Prapana-jivanamrita, that Shri Srimad Bhagavat Padambuja Madhu Sadutsavai Shatpader Nikshipta Bandavascha Padito Bhashta Mukhat Gunjitai Yatnai Kinchi Rihahitam Nijapadashayo Archina Bujo Buyo Buya Itova Jamsi Pada Samlagnani Te Shambhaje. Definitely got some words wrong there. But that here Param Guru Maharaj, he's comparing all the devotees as bumblebees. They are tasting the honey at the feet of the Lord, and as they're tasting that, it is so wonderful, it is so intoxicating that they are glorifying the Lord. And while they are drinking, so they are like drinking this nectar and they're singing at the same time. So then these drops of nectar are falling all around naturally. And then Param Guru Maharaj, he says, I've collected these drops. In their intoxicated mood, when they're singing and drinking at the same time, I'm collecting these drops that have fallen and I'm presenting that here in the form of their expressions in Prapana-jivanamritam. And so here, this similar idea is here. The devotees, they are drinking this nectar at Krishna's lotus feet, and they are maddened by that. They are intoxicated by that. Shake Sindvagni Vanindo Jaishte Vrindavanantade Suryahe Sita Pancham Yam Granto Yam Purnatam Gata. In Vrindavan, in the year 1537 Shakabda era, in the month of Jaishta, May, June, and that 1537 Shakabda era is AD 1615. In the month of Jaishta, May, June, on Sunday, the 5th day of the waning moon, this Chaitanya-Charitamrita has been completed. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrita, Antya-lila, 20th chapter, describing the meaning of the Shikshashtaka and how the Lord tasted it himself. End of the Antya-lila. All right, now we're going to start again. Start from the beginning. You never get tired of Chaitanya-Charitamrita, and even though we hear it again and again and again, we're always hearing something fresh, and we're always hearing something new. And we're always excited to start again, start the journey again. It's like a loop, and each loop that you do, you go in a little bit deeper. Or like a spiral that's going in. So each time you go around, you're going a little bit closer, a little bit closer. If we're approaching with the right mood, the right spirit of dedication, then each time we will go a little bit closer to that inner substance. Because this Chaitanya-Charitamrita, it is actually like, it is a current. It is a current that is coming from the heart of Srila Kaviraj Goswami. It is not just like a description of different things that have happened, or different principles, ontological principles. Of course it is that, but really what it really is at its core, and what is really like what we need, it's this divine current which is coming from the heart of Srila Kaviraj Goswami. And so in that current, his love for Mahaprabhu, his love for the devotees of Mahaprabhu, his spirit of devotion, it is contained within that. And that's what we really want to connect with. He's actually like, ecstatically, his heart, this is like gushing from his heart, this current. That's what we want to connect with, that devotional current. Srila Gurudev, he said that once he asked Srila Sridhar Maharaj, because you see in Chaitanya, well, I don't see because I'm not like a scholar, but in Chaitanya-Charitamrita, the verse, there's not, the composition of the verses is not always metrically perfect. There's sometimes some like anomalous composition that's meant to be like a, this many syllables, this many syllables, this many syllables, like that, like that, But that's not the proper meter. It's not always followed in Chaitanya-Charitamrita. It's sometimes, well, I don't want to say random, but like that. So Srila Gurudev, he asked Srila Sridhar Maharaj about that once. Like, why is Kaviraj Goswami sometimes, it's not like perfectly structured, his verses. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, Srila Kaviraj Goswami, he's not thinking about like this meter or that meter. He's just expressing Chaitanya-Charitamrita. Like, what's coming from his heart, he's expressing that. Like, he's not considering, the perfect composition all the time. Of course, that is there also. But that's not his primary consideration. He's just expressing his heart, But then he also told Gurudev, but if you have any doubts, like about what is the capacity of Srila Kaviraj Goswami, you can go and look in Govinda Lilamritam, another composition of Kaviraj Goswami. There you will find everything that's a Sanskrit work, as I recall. And that perfect composition you'll find. So he has that capacity to write, to present in that absolutely perfect way. But when he's writing Chaitanya-Charitamrita, he's just like overcome with the ecstasy of that. Krishna Lila Mrita Sar, Tar Shata Shata Dar, Dashti Ke Vahe Jaha Hoite, Se Chaitanya-lila Hoy, Saravar Akoy, Mano Hamsa Charahata Hate. This is one of Kaviraj Goswami's verses where Chaitanya-lila is compared to like hundreds of... Krishna-lila is this reservoir of sweetness, of Amrita, and then Chaitanya-lila is like these hundreds of streams that are coming out, distributing Krishna-lila in all directions. And then Manohamsa Charahatata, let the swan of your mind swim in that lake. So Kaviraj Goswami is like that. He's like expressing that current, inundating currents. of Krishna-lila and Chaitanya-lila. So we'll start our journey again tomorrow. Jai Srila Krishnadas Kavir, and we pray our offenses may be excused in our attempt, our enthusiasm. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, Sri Chaitanya-Charitamrta ki jai, Srila Bhakti Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Rupanuga Guruvarga ki jai. Maybe you want to sing?
Hari Haraya Nama Krishnaya Radhavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha. Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudana. Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohana. Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra. Radha Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunatha. Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha. Chai Gosai Kori Charana Bandana. Jaha Hoite Vigna Nasha Vishta Purana. He Chai Gosai Jar Muitara Dasa. Tansa Bara Pada Denu Mura Panchagrasa. Tajera Charana Sebi Bhakta Sanevasa. Janame More Abhilasha. Chai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilobasa. Shri Radha Krishna Nitya-lila Kadila Prakasha. Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Kodiyasha. Hari Nam Sankirtan Kohe Narottama Dasa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai.